Number 9 on the AMC 10B? Number 9. But yet this problem is still really tricky, but it still has a really nice solution. How many ordered triplets of integers x, y, and z satisfy all of these inequalities? Okay, first equation. Let's just first of all rewrite this. Multiply by -1 to both sides, we get this, right? It's equivalent. I'm not really sure why they even gave it in the question that way. Maybe just to make you do more work. Okay, now we're trying to find, essentially, we can just replace our top equation, which don't even care about that anymore. Imagine it's not even there. And we're just dealing with this inequality, and this inequality. Okay, so how should we go about finding the number of integers here? Okay, we've got these random expressions. That's great. So first of all, we know the sum has to be greater than or equal to 2. I mean, these things are looking really annoying, right? It's almost like, actually something really interesting you might notice is, if you remember, like from a triangle, like if you have, let's say this is x, y, and z, then we would have that x plus y, or let's say x plus y minus z is going to be like this part if we have a tangent circle. So this would be like x plus y minus z all over 2. But it turns out this is not as helpful here. This could be one potential solution using this and triangle inequality. But I think here's a simpler, in my opinion, way to think about it. The easiest way to think about this problem, and I think it's a really nice way. Let's just do a substitution, a smart substitution, A, B, and C. Why? Because imagine you have x plus y plus z. We have this is A, B, and C. Now our inequality becomes so much simpler. Now we just have A is less than or equal to 2. B is less than or equal to 2. C is less than or equal to 2. And then x plus y plus z, this is exactly A plus B plus C. Why? Well, notice here, right? Minus x, x, x. So net x. Same thing here. Net y. Same thing here. Z, z minus c. Net z. So this is a net x plus y plus z when we add them all up. So this, if you add up A, B, and C, we get x plus y plus z. So therefore, A plus B plus C equals x plus y plus z. So therefore, we have A plus B plus C is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, so we have A, B, and C, but how does that translate to x, y, and z? What if there's not always a solution for x, y, and z? Here's where let's solve for x, y, and z in terms of A, B, and C. Okay, so let's start with x, and then it will all just kind of follow from there. Okay, so we have, okay, what equations do we want to really look at here? Okay, so let's say we have A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C is x plus y plus z, right? We know that from earlier. And we have A itself as just minus x plus y plus c. So let's just subtract these equations. We get B plus C equals, that's 2x. So x equals B plus C over 2. That's interesting. So x is B plus C over 2. And as you might guess, it's kind of going to be very symmetric here. Y equals A plus C over 2. And z equals x plus y over 2. So yeah, so as you can imagine, right, like it's all symmetric, right? So x is B and C, because, you know, as you can see, like x and A are kind of going together, and then y and B kind of go together, and then z and C kind of go together. So x has like everything except for A, y has everything except for B, and z, or I don't know, I messed that one up there. Not x plus y, not A, that should be A plus B all over 2. Because z is associated with C, right? C is the one which has negative z. So z, by just symmetric logic, is just going to be A plus B over 2. It's going to have the C term missing. So that's kind of how we figure these out, a kind of quick shortcut. But if this is not as intuitive to you, you can just work through this whole process again. Now we have our kind of, you know, x, y, and z in terms of A, B, and C. If A, B, and C clearly have to be integers, right? Like this, we have these are integers, so these quantities have to be an integer. But A, B, C, and being integers does not guarantee that x, y, and z are integers. No, we need this to be integer and not something 0.5. So we need B plus C to be a multiple of 2. We need A plus C to be a multiple of 2, and A plus B to be a multiple of 2. So B plus C is 0 mod 2. Or I'm not going to write it all this time. There's a much simpler way to think about it. Essentially, let's say B is odd. Then that means C is odd, right? Because odd plus odd is even. If C is even, that won't work. So if B is odd, then C is odd. But then if C is odd, then A has to be odd as well, right? Because A plus C must be even. And then as you can see, we would, of course, A plus B would also be even then as well. And then by similar logic, let's say B is even. Then C has to be even for B plus C to be even, the sum, and for this thing to be an integer. And then by same logic, we have A plus C over 2. That has to be an integer, so that means A has to be even as well. So A has to be even as well. So our two cases are odd, 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 or even, even, even. If this is true, then we know that these quantities are all going to be integers because the top is going to be even. If this is not true, then we're not going to have integer values of x, y, and z. So we just have to consider two cases, right? Case one is odd, 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 right? We have odd, 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 A, B, C, right? Let's focus on this case. This is the easier of the cases. So A, B, and C are less than or equal to 2, odd, odd, odd. So the largest possible value for A, B, and C is 1, 1, and 1, of course, right? Let me write that with a better color. 1, 1, and 1. Okay, but we need A plus B plus C greater than or equal to 2, and this clearly has a sum of 3, so this one does work. Okay, but what if this was not, this is the largest possible integer value of A, B, and C that is odd and less than or equal to 2? What if it was -1? That's like the next largest value. So let's say the second largest possible value we could have is 1, 1, and -1, right? We reduce one of them by 2. Uh-oh, this is a total sum of 1. That's not greater than or equal to 2. That's an issue. So this is not going to work. Even the second largest value, even if we reduce just one of the values by 2, that's it. We don't satisfy this condition. So all of these cases don't work. This is like really the only case that does work. So we have, okay, this is a no. We have 1, 1, 1, right? So ABC is 1, 1, 1. That gives you a unique, so there's only one way you can have A, B, and C. There's only one permutation of this. And as we already saw, this would give us a unique solution for for X, Y, and Z. So we're good here. We got one solution there. Now case 2, this one is a little bit more. We have A, B, and C are even, even, and even. Interesting. ABC, even, even, even. Okay, so we have X is B plus C over 2. We're not worrying about that anymore, but we need to satisfy all of these conditions over here. Okay, so A is less than or equal. Let's start with the largest possible value again, right? So let's just say it's 2, 2, 2. The sum is 6. Okay, wow, we're well over 2. That's good. Now let's say we reduce one of the terms by just 2, right? 2, 2, 0. And that would give a sum of 4, which also is perfectly good. And maybe we reduced one of the terms by 4. Maybe we have 2, 2, -2. That would give a sum of 2, and that's just barely enough. So we can only, because our maximum sum is 6, and each of these terms is even, we have to have a sum of 6, 4, or 2, right? Sum of 6, this is the only possibility. Sum of 4, this is also the only possibility, right? We can't have like, I don't know, 2 negative, if we have, let's say, -2 and then 4, right? Because each one is at most 2, so we just subtract 2 from one of the terms. And then 2, we can have 2, 2, -2, or we can just have 2, 0, 0. But notice that this is it, right? We have to subtract a total of 4 from these terms. We can subtract them all from one term, and that gives us this case. Or we can subtract the 2 from one term and 2 from another term, right? Because notice our sum is always even because of the fact that each of the terms is even. So we have, this is also a sum of 2. So essentially we've got a bunch of cases here. We've got 2, 2, 2, and this one is just one case, like not counting arrangements. 2, 2, 0, though, this one has 3 cases, counting arrangements, right? And then notice you might be like, okay, but what we care about X, Y, and Z, not ABC orientations. But each arrangement of ABC, each of these different cases for A, B, and C, the 3 different values, corresponds to a unique solution for X, Y, and Z. Because we already know these terms are going to be even, so we're going to get, for each of these 3 rearrangements of the A, B, and C, we get a different solution, X, Y, and Z, right? There's like a mapping of A, B, and C. It's not possible for A, B, and C to be the same. Because from A, B, and C, we find a unique value of A, B, X, Y, and Z. And from X, Y, and Z, we find a unique possibility for A, B, and C. Okay, and then similar here, 2, 2, -2, 2, 0, 0. 2, 2, -2, that's 3, 2, 2, 0. That's also 3. And it gets confusing here because by this one, I mean sum. And by this one is the number of arrangements. So in total, as you can count, 3 plus 3 plus 3, that's 9. Plus 1, that's 11. So our answer here is 11. Yeah, so that's it for this problem. Just to recap real quick, our key idea is we want to make this nice substitution. Now there's actually ways to do this without the substitution. Like I've heard of some, like you add up these two values and you get a bound for x, that x is greater than or equal to 0. And then you can add up these ones, or you can add up these ones to get a upper bound for x, let's say like x something like this. And then now you can use this and do cases to work around how to do that. But in my opinion, I think this is the most natural and simple solution, but still it's really tricky. Like this video is 11 minutes long, despite being a number 9 on the AMC 10. So a very tough problem and a reminder of why you should always skip. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.